So y'all gonna really sit here with a straight face and act like y'all ain't been new Kevin Hart be shucking and jiving. Don't get me wrong, I like Kevin Hart, but once you realize that these people are getting paid to persuade, it'll make you look at them totally different. These celebrities do not care as long as they getting the money. They don't care as long as they getting the money and they can put themselves above everybody else. Come on, man. His response on the Breakfast Club was exactly what I envisioned him to say. You get what I'm saying? It's like you could kind of tell what he was going to say before he even said it. They just jokes. We comedians have this free range to where they can talk about whatever and say whatever. If you can't make a joke without mentioning somebody passing away, without mentioning slavery, without mentioning people's looks and appearances, if you can't tell jokes without doing any of them things, you're not funny to me.
And Kevin Hart is in the grease with the black community, man. He got everybody coming after him. Now, we all saw that roast with Tony Hinchcliffe, the stuff that he said about George Floyd, about Bill Cosby, also about Cher Underwood's husband, who unfortunately took his own life. Now these roasts, they get in, but this stuff is like kind of weird though. And I told y'all, man, this is humiliation rituals. We know that Kevin Hart, man, he's been at odds with Hollywood. He was going through stuff he was going through. He's going through, in my opinion, his humiliation ritual. He knows damn well that George Floyd joke was distasteful. And George Floyd wasn't a part of the roast. Why would he even be brought up? The whole world saw this man have a knee on his neck for 9 minutes, man. And y'all would come out with a roast for him? Like, what kind of weirdo stuff is this? So, Lauren Rosa of the Breakfast Club, she did an interview. George Floyd's brother. She did an interview with George Floyd's brother. And, he voiced his opinion on this about the roast. And, Kevin Hart, he ain't doing himself no favors, man. This whole thing is just crazy. Check this out.
Thank you for joining me. I feel like we always have to have conversations around these things. So, I apologize for that. But yeah, I think, sometimes the conversations are needed for people to hear from you guys as George Floyd's family firsthand. So yes. I know you had saw some of the comments that we had made at the Breakfast Club in response to Tony Hinchcliffe and the George Floyd joke that was, said at the Kevin Hart roast.
You've done good, though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe.
And you wanted to kind of talk a bit about that. So just let me know, number one, did you watch the roast just as a Kevin Hart fan, or did you hear about it afterward?
I heard about it afterwards, and I understand a roast. Let me just clarify that. I understand a roast, and from what I understand about a roast is about what you joke about that person specifically. So the reason why I felt kind of uneasy is because I was trying to figure out what did that have to do. What kind of punchline was that?
Now his brother, he spoke on this. He's saying like, wait a minute, man. Like, this supposed to be a roast, but it's supposed to be funny. When we leave, we're not supposed to leave with our hearts aching, wondering what just happened. We're not supposed to leave like, yo, I just felt disrespected. Like, this wasn't comedy, right? That's not the way a roast is supposed to go. Now, this guy has said jokes about George Floyd and other roasts and other things. He's brought up George Floyd. Then he said George Floyd will be not looking down on us, looking up at us, right? It was just very disparaging, right? That family has been through enough. Why is this guy constantly mentioning George Floyd?
And I'm gonna speak from my point of view. Is comedy, a roast is a roast is without that one person. Comedy is to make people, laugh and enjoy themselves. It's not supposed to be where you feel some type of way after you leave the room. You're supposed to leave with healing and happiness, and that wasn't the case. And I'm speaking from my from my point of view about my brother and from my family, but I'm even gonna go as far as the other topics with Bill Cosby. Those are other people's issues, and you don't know what kind of trauma and tragedy that family was going through. So stick to just who you supposed to be roasted. That's just my feeling on it.
And in us covering this, I started to kind of like research because when I first saw the statement, there was a line about the rep who spoke out for Gianna and the George Floyd organization that says something about you guys as the family mentioning his obsession with your brother with George Floyd. So it made me, in the room, Just Hilarious asked, like, well, was this the first time that he mentioned something? And I went back and I realized that he had gotten some pushback back in 2024 when he joked about George Floyd or made a reference to George Floyd during the Tom Brady roast.
Looked like the final boss in George Floyd, the video game.
Would it being the second time, do you feel like it's even more of a disrespect, or like does that kind of compile onto things for you?
I would say it's totally disrespectful. It's totally disrespectful.
I thought the brother did an amazing job explaining this stuff and explaining the situation, with his family, right, and how they feel, because this guy has done this tasteful thing on more than one occasion. But Kevin Hart, he didn't do himself no favors. He went on to the Breakfast Club to try to explain this, and and what he tried to do is Negro explain and try to say that, I didn't write the joke, but remember, these people know the jokes is going to be said before they say them, and they already okay them.
Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like, it's not, I wasn't shocked. Like, that's what they do. Go look at the Tom Brady one. Like, that's what they do. It happens every year when they do a roast. It's not new. This isn't it's not a new agenda. It's not a new approach to comedy.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
I feel like you're saying going too far is the point. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yes, I mean, that's why you're there. Mm-hmm. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to, because we're being honest. People are talking about that joke. Talk about his set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had the best set. Would I tell those jokes? No. But do I get why they're being told? Mm-hmm. Yes. Like, I'm not looking at Pete crazy. I'm not looking at Tony crazy. Like, that's what... I know what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. I know your style of comedy.
Did you see the interview that I did with Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother?
No.
So he said...
No shot to you.
No. I expected you to kind of be the person that would, like, stop it right in the moment or just not allow for certain things to happen.
And he also said he wanted you to come harder. He said if they're going to joke, why you ain't come harder with your own jokes?
All right.
Racist jokes, I guess.
This is actually a good thing to give a rebuttal to.
See, then
they talked about my dead mom and my dead dad. Said that they were running a train on my mom. Right?
It was
that was crazy. Yeah, that was Regina killed that.
Right?
Yes, wait, that's right. You probably should say killed that.
The jokes about Kevin was on a slave ship in a bottle with like the ship in the bottle. Like, I'm going to appreciate humor. I don't get affected by the attempt of humor. I get it, right? In this case, like, do more. It's my production. We're live. The more is what? Like, what is it that you expect me? You want me to take a live production and stand up and fight Tony or have a reaction? Like, Tony told a joke. It wasn't a tasteful joke to us. We didn't like it. Okay. Hey, man, that joke. We move on. I don't understand why we stand on a hill and it becomes like this big thing of like, oh man, they do this and they're attacking the culture. It doesn't have to be that. It literally is either you're a fan of this level of content or you're not. And if you're not a fan, then you don't watch it.
See, wrong time, wrong choice of words for Kevin Hart. Now, I understand the context of, hey, this is our brand of comedy. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Okay, because You can put that to anything. Hey, this kind of music. If you don't like this music, don't watch it. If you don't like this movie or this type of entertainment that we put out, listen, you could turn. If you don't like my channel, then you know the internet is free. I get that part, that portion of what he's trying to say. But this is the wrong time for that, because we're in a time right now where you got Make America Great Again. You got people like Chud going around walking the black people, calling them the N-word. We saw what happened during January 6th. All since like Trump was running for president and he was running on Make America Great. You got a lot of these racist W's coming out here. I mean, they so racist that even black conservatives can't even support these people. These people are so racist that even the Hart'S twins, right? The Hart'S twins and what's the other dude, man? Tatum. And even Tatum can't even support these people. They're losing the support of them. That's how racist these people are coming out. There's so many of them, right? That's been exposed. So now when you get this comedian come out and he brings up George Floyd and he says things in the manner in which he says them, it's not funny. But then you sat on a panel and you allowed them to say they was going to run a train on your mom that's unalive. Come on, dude. We from the same place, man. You know damn well, man. Listen, you doing whatever you can do for the money. You know damn well that ain't in our culture, bro. We ain't in it. Come on, bro. Come on. So you got a W man saying that they gonna run a train on your deceased mom, and you okay with that? Now listen, again, they don't like it, don't watch it. I get that, but it's just certain things like what. That you just willing to do now, man, where people got a problem with that. People is holding you to a higher standard. And I blame the people for holding you to a higher standard. Because I've been told y'all don't trust these athletes, entertainers. They'll do anything for a check. Don't trust them, right? Don't trust them. Now remember what I told y'all. They already knew what the set was going to be. So he okayed this stuff. But he wasn't done.
My last note for all attached to this is very simple, okay? Whatever the headlines or whatever the dialogue is, my rebuttal is simplicity. Remove me from it. I didn't say it. If you are upset that the night went on, that's a different conversation. It's nothing I can do. It's a production. It's a live production. I'm not compromising the live production for a reaction of what? What do you want me to do? I'm going to drag him off? You want me to fight afterwards? You want me to turn it into like what? That's not what I agreed to do. That's not the job at hand. The job at hand was to produce a successful roast, which I did. I also got the rebuttal. I also got to say at the end. What are we dealing with here? I'll say it again. Stop talking as if I said it. Mm-hmm. So when you say the family and the family's affected, I didn't disrespect the family. Showed up for the family when it happened. Made sure that the family felt supported. Made sure that all things there were actually cool. Behind the scenes, just as an example, you know the one person that I talked to? Ooh. And I'm not even going to tell you the conversation? Stephen Jackson.
Oh, I know you caught that.
That's because that's my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, Stack, let me just call you, man, so I can explain to you like the world of the roast, X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. We talked. I get it, Kev. We had a great conversation. But that's what I mean when I say, hey, man, let me call the one person after. And that's before whatever you're talking about. Mm-hmm. That's immediate. Mm-hmm. Stack, hey, Tony threw one out there. It's this and this, but you do know that that's what this is a roast. But I just want you to know from my side, that man is on his own.
Why you ain't lead with that, Kev? You should have been leading with that the whole time.
I don't need to.
People just want to know you can.
I don't need to prove to people that I give a No, I don't.
Just this time. This one time.
No.
Yes, this one.
No. If you open that door, then that's the door that people expect all the time. Why the do I need to do that?
I think it's because of how much the George Floyd situation affected so many people. I think I get what you're saying and how you stand on your business, and I respect you for that.
I'm not talking about standing on business.
Now, people were really upset with Kevin Hart, but I told y'all these humiliation rituals, man. He know damn well why everybody's mad, right? He knows damn well why everybody's mad. But he was smart not to come out. And I'm gonna tell you, if he don't like it, like you said, he don't want to open up that door because that's what people gonna hold him to. He don't want to be held to that standard because he know that he's gonna keep going low. Well, as low as he can go to get a check, he gonna get it. He doesn't want the public to hold him to a higher standard. He don't want to be held to that. No, he wants to be in the mud with the earthworms and everything else. That's what he wants to do, right? Because he know that's his bread and butter. You know, he's been being called out by so many comedians over the years, and people thought that they was just hating. Now they ain't hating. This dude to do anything for a check. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.